Good evening. Welcome. This is the Pantucci tapes. My name is Anthony Pantucci, and we have a wonderful show for you today. We have on this show my lovely wife, Angela, who will be co-hosting with me, and we have the famous doctor of psychotherapy, Dr. Florence Popette, who will be joining us later. And now, I think I know what time it is, really. I think it is time for Pantucci News. This is Pantucci News time, and welcome. Pantucci News, this Saturday. In Scarsdale, New York, last night, two Jewish female psychotherapists fatally shot each other to death. According to the police, Dr. Gilda Goldstein and Dr. Bernice Schwartz were having a verbal dispute over a can of International Foods Swiss Mocha coffee when they both pulled their weapons and fired simultaneously. 3 NYU college students died yesterday when they attempted to speak French. Apparently, the 3 were in the middle of a series of vowels when their throats constricted and they died. Who writes this stuff? In Sweden last week, Dr. Sven Svensson, noted biologist, scientist, successfully breeded the world's largest chickens. The chickens average 6 feet tall and weigh, on the average, 400 pounds each. Dr. Svensson says that these birds can be identified by their giant peckers. Our next news item. On the educational front, this Saturday at 1 p.m., the New York City Home for the Criminally Insane will sponsor a career day at PS 114 in the Bronx. Seminars will include basket weaving, nail biting, and staring off into space. On the sports scene, here are the scores. In the NBA, 102 to 108, 113 to 111, 98 to 97. In hockey, 6 to 1, 4 to 3, 7 to 0. Must have been a good game. On the entertainment scene, famous French film star Gerard Depardieu will portray Pinocchio in the up-and-coming film Me and My Woody, due out this fall. And now, the news for this particular show is over. Now I would like to introduce you all, we don't need that anymore, to Pantucci's Video Review, which is a noted segment of the show, Video Review, okay? Let's go over some of the video reviews here. Our number 1 video of the week is The Sound of Music, starring Julie Andrews. This film warmed my heart, and it gets a giant 3 Pantucci cannolis. Our next film of the week is The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford. Very exciting movie. However, being chased by the cops is no picnic, especially when you're being chased through the woods with dog dew, snakes, and you get Lyme disease. What I think they should have done is had a chase down 42nd Street, maybe a police chase. I thought it was a very exciting movie. However, because there was no police chase, I would originally give this beautiful film 5 Pantucci cannolis, but because there is no chase, I will subtract 2, so this one gets a big, well, let's give it 5 cannolis anyway. What do you say? All right, so much for that. Number 3 video pick of the week is the old-time classic, Gone with the Wind, okay? What I want to know is, who the hell is Tara? And why does Scarlett want to always go back to her? I don't get it. The thing about this movie is that, which charmed me, is that it took place in the South. And I come from the South, too. South Brooklyn. This one gets a big 2 Pantucci cannolis. All right. Number 4 video pick of the week is directed by Steven Spielberg. This film is Jaws. Very, very exciting movie. However, if that shark tried that kind of stuff at Coney Island, he'd have a lot of holes in him. You know, I don't think that this would be such a good idea for Mr. Shark over there. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the big 4 Pantucci cannolis, only because it was pretty exciting, and I do like exciting water adventures. Number 4 video pick of the week. Actually, we just did that. This is number 5 video pick of the week. Is The Firm, starring Tom Cruise as the poor abused lawyer. When was the last time that you saw a poor abused lawyer? Boo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, I'm very disappointed. I want to tell you why. I do not like the way that the mob was portrayed in this particular movie. Hollywood has a habit of portraying the mob as a bunch of extortionists and murderers, okay? They act like extortion and murder is a negative thing. This piece of garbage, I don't know, it gets half a Pantucci cannoli. All right? Now, that ends the video review section of our show. Now, here's a section that I like to get to. Lots of people have been writing the Pantucci tapes, which is on every Monday at 6 o'clock on Channel 16. And they write to me, Anthony, and they ask me questions. And I found some very interesting letters here. The first letter is from Jerry Ann Macadamia from Miami Beach, Florida. Dear Anthony, look, she puts little hearts all over. That's cute. Love the show. Hey, thanks. Here's the question. Can a wife be forced to turn state's evidence on her husband? Sincerely, Geraldine Macadamia. No way, okay? A wife cannot be forced to turn state's evidence against her husband, okay? When I was married to my lovely wife, Angela, we made vows to love, cherish, and never rat. So the answer to that is no, okay? My next letter comes from Rubella Finkelstein in Scarsdale. Dear Anthony, she writes, my precious daughter Rubella wants to become a cheerleader. The only problem is that she weighs 400 pounds, and I'm worried about her getting hurt. What should I do? Sincerely, Harriet Finkelstein. Dear Harriet, it's okay for your daughter to be a cheerleader. The only thing, if she weighs 400 pounds and they're doing the pyramid thing, make sure she's on the bottom, okay, so nobody gets hurt. My last letter is from Bill Smithers in Los Angeles, California. Dear Mr. Pantucci, I recently took a flight on Pantucci Airlines, and several of the stewardesses propositioned me with an offer of sex in exchange for money. What the hell kind of airline are you running? Sincerely, Bill Smithers in Los Angeles, California. I do run Pantucci Airlines. Dear Bill, you snuck into first class, didn't you? I could tell those things, you know. Okay, that ends our letter section for the show for today.